$5 Games presents La-Mulana. On the one hand, it's a puzzling masterpiece. On the other hand, telling me that I can see the map by pausing the game shouldn't be a puzzle. Yes, pressing escape pauses the game and opens up your menu, but that's not what it's talking about. It's talking about pressing F1 on the keyboard, which it doesn't tell you anywhere in the game. The plot is that a deity fell from heaven, created humanity, and ordered them to send her back, probably via ending her life, but that's not made perfectly clear. Many years later, the protagonist has arrived at the ruins of La-Mulana and wants to uncover its secrets. He's an archaeologist, as in, he's Indiana Jones. Gameplay-wise, it's a puzzle action platformer. Heavy emphasis on the puzzling and the platforming. For the puzzles, there are both skeletons you can talk to and tombstone glyphs that you can read. By the way, in town there's a thing you can buy to translate the glyphs into readable text. Even so, some puzzles are quite convoluted while others are fairly straightforward. Here's an example of a convoluted one. I found an escape route. These ruins seem to be connected in a very mysterious fashion. Without ruining the answer, what it's actually saying is that there is an exit in this room that leads to the other side of the map, which is how you get the most important item in the game. I highly do not recommend leaving the first area until you get this item. For the action part, there are basic enemies with basic AI. Just avoid them or hit them with your whip. There are sub-weapons that you can find like shurikens or a gun if you really need. Healing is kind of interesting. The green orbs fill up a bar beneath your light. When it's at 100%, it empties and fully heals you. Outside of that, you have to not just go back to town, you have to go past the town and into this tiny pool of water in order to heal. For the platforming, what the main struggle is going to be is that if you jump, you're committing to that jump. You cannot change your horizontal velocity in mid-air. If you walk off a ledge, you're plummeting straight down. Later in the game, there are things you can have to assist with this, but the game also makes the platforming harder to compensate. Speaking of areas, there's about 20 of them. It's a big game, although I think it only has the standard 8 core bosses. Overall, playing this game blind is amazing and frustrating. All of the answers are online, but at that point, the puzzles are gone. So with that, I leave you, just pick up this chest. Trust me. Subscribe. I do 5 games each week until I get to 100 videos. That's a wrap for this game. Consider picking this game up instead of a crystal skull.